What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the boxing clinic. You know what it is. Early morning grind. And you know, Eddie Hearn says that Danny Jacobs is interested in a Triple G rematch, Canelo, David Lemieux, but not interested in facing Jermall Charlo. Has no interest in making that fight. And then again, I knew Danny Jacobs was that type of guy. Screamed and cried and scratched and clawed and crawled for the fans to demand and Triple G to give him a rematch. But, he don't want to fight a young lion like Jermall Charlo, and that's a fight that boxing needs. And Eddie Hearn again, protecting the fighter, doing what a promoter is supposed to do. He knows Jermall Charlo is bad for Danny Jacobs' health. He said, I had Jacobs beating Triple G by a round, and, therefore he's the best middleweight in the world. The David Lemieux fight would be exciting. Nobody wants to see David Lemieux get knocked out for the 7,000th time, man. Real shit, man. Don't you want to see Jermall Charlo some new blood? And now they going to try to freeze Jermall Charlo out of the division. And that's the shit I'm talking about. That's the reason he moved up from 154, because none of the champions or nobody wanted to fight nobody. And now Danny Jacobs is screaming that Triple G ducked him. Oh, I knock out Canelo. I do this to Danny Jacobs, to David Lemieux. But he ducking Jermall Charlo. They don't make these fighters like they used to, dog. They really don't, man. A lot of these fighters is bitch made, man. Danny Jacobs, I know he was a bitch made, man. He ain't thorough. He ain't no real New York boxer, dog. He been knocked down by Sergio Mora. Claim to fame is a close fight with Triple G. Saying, oh, knock out Canelo. What about Jermall Charlo, you little itch? What about Jermall Charlo? I hope this motherfucker get knocked out in his next fight. I'm so tired of these fighters acting like bitches, dog. Like they got hoes, man. These niggas is so fucking, man. They just so flawed, dog. It's not even about getting emotional, dog. It's about, dog, when is somebody gonna step up and fight all challengers, man? When is somebody gonna step up and just be a man? These dudes ain't even men no more. These it should be an insult to call these guys boxers. Warriors. These dudes ain't no boxer warriors, dog. Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Shane Mosley, Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler, Jack Johnson, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Sonny Liston. These dudes were warriors. They were boxers. These guys ain't nobody but, I don't even have a word for these guys. Rock'em socket punks. They go run over to a certain network or run over with a promoter and then have them protect them from certain guys. Come on, who does that? And then you screaming and crying that you were ducked by Triple G for a rematch. I hope Triple G don't ever give him that fucking rematch. And this is a guy that been stopped. Stopped cold. He ain't really shit, dog. Real talk, man. He ain't shit for this one. Talking about David Lemieux. Bitch, please, nigga. You scared of running with Jermall Charlo? You got with Eddie Hearn to protect you, dog? At the end of the day, dog, this boxing shit is just shit. It's shit. These guys ain't real no more. Floyd and Manny Pacquiao got dudes feeling like they entitled. Got niggas feeling like I got a moral victory. I got a moral victory. So I think I won in my head, so I'm the A side. I call the shots. I demand a rematch. Oh, I'm not going to fight this guy, but I'm going to fight that guy. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, man. I just don't be fucking with guys no more, dog. Like, real talk. Like, who does that? Oh, David Lemieux will be an exciting fight. Nobody wants to see David Lemieux get knocked out for the 1,000th time again, bro. Oh, Canelo, Triple G. Oh, but we don't want Jermall Charlo, but we gonna fight Luis Cuba Ricias. We gonna fight him out of Milwaukee. Former TMT fighter. He more exciting than Jermall Charlo. You just look at these dudes, dog. They not thorough, dog. A lot of boxers, dog. There's no more throwback boxers left, really. You might got Earl Spence, man. You got other guys talking out their ass, knowing that the networks won't allow other fights to happen. So it's basically a standing behind the teacher, knowing the teacher not gonna let you throw blows with a guy in your class. Like the class of these fighters, dog, man. And people say, "Oh, this guy A fighter." Ain't none of these guys A fighter. Last A fighter then walked out the door, Andre Ward. None of these guys are A fighters. And if you say they A fighters, then what was Roberto Duran? What was Sugar Ray Roberts? What was Sugar Ray Leonard? What's higher than an A? A plus. You can't put these guys in the same class with them. You can't put these new breeds in the same class as them. Can't. All-time great skill. These dudes are, E's, F's, D's, and C minuses. A lot of these dudes won't survive in a lot of them eras, dog. The last real, boxers have retired. Everybody that retired this year was the last of the last. And Miguel Cotto, the last of the last. These dudes paid their dues. They fought who they had to fight on the way up. Didn't bitch, didn't complain. Did what they had to do, earn their reputation, and was able to pick and choose their fights. They earned that right. Danny Jacobs ain't earned shit. He earned that right off of a fucking loss. A moral victory. If I'm Jermall Charlo, I'll just keep my head up, dog. It is what it is. Just keep fighting who they put in front of you. Jermall, they making him fight 2 mandatories. And Triple G been handed the belt. He basically was wanted by Vacant. Hasn't been forced to fight his mandatory in Jermall Charlo. So you look at the situation. It is what it is. It's a corrupt sport. It's a business. It's a business now. And you wonder why people don't pay attention to boxing no more. Because it's too much of a business. You never get the fights that you want. We happy we got some good fights this year, but we still should get a lot more good fights that we want. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It's nobody out there that fights all comers. Maybe Earl Spence. It's nobody out there. Nobody wants to fight all comers. And Danny Jacobs ain't no difference. Shit, little bitch. We gone.